Welcome to Deluxe. Celebrity power couples are everywhere in the media today, adorning magazines and spreading the love on TV talk shows. So what's it like being part of one of these highly successful power couples? Join us as we take a peek into the lives of several successful relationships, oozing with celebrity and political power. It used to be said that behind every powerful man was a good woman. But Bill and Hillary Clinton have shown us that the saying works just as well in reverse. The dynamic duo of America's Democratic Party, Bill and Hillary Clinton, rose to political preeminence with Bill's 1992 election victory to become President of the United States of America. Hillary was there every step of the way, supporting Bill and actively pursuing her own policy agenda through her position as First Lady, including being appointed to various government boards and committees by Bill. They met as young law students at the prestigious Yale Law School. Together, they rose through the political circles of Arkansas and the Democratic Party, with Bill serving 2 terms as governor of Arkansas before being elected the 42nd President of the United States in 1992, and serving 2 terms in office. Hillary established a new precedent as a politically active First Lady, launching a number of policy initiatives on issues such as healthcare, domestic violence, and the effects of Gulf War syndrome. Meanwhile, Bill Clinton was seen as a very popular president by his supporters, and yet controversial by his opponents. He enacted many social and economic reforms, but his presidency was marred by a number of political and personal scandals. The most famous of Bill's scandals was his infamous affair with an intern, Monica Lewinsky. Yet despite his much publicised infidelities, Hillary stood by Bill and showed a great deal of personal strength in handling years of constant and savage political attacks over the Lewinsky affair and the Whitewater scandal. After Bill's term in office finished, Hillary formally entered the political realm by becoming a senator for the state of New York in 2000. She was already seen as a future contender for the presidency as soon as she took her Senate seat. In 2007, she announced her formal candidacy for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination.
I am profoundly grateful to all of you for giving me the chance to serve you.
What followed was a long and fierce political fight for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination, and eventually boiled down to a bitter fight between Hillary and Senator Barack Obama, who won the nomination and went on to win the presidency itself. Every step of the way, Bill showed his support for Hillary by campaigning heavily on her behalf, with a shared dream of her being elected the first female president of the United States of America. After the election, President Obama invited Hillary to take on the role of Secretary of State in his administration, a position that is seen as being second only in power and influence to that of the president. 10 years after being crowned Miss World, Bollywood actress Aishwarya Rai was included in Time magazine's top 100 of the world's most influential people. Her crossover into Western cinema had been helped by the success of the 2002 lavishly produced film Devdas, which screened at the Cannes Film Festival, and the following year she sat on the prize jury for the Cannes Film Festival. Aishwarya is one of the most recognisable Indian faces abroad, having starred in several commercials for cosmetic companies, and she has acted in more than 30 films. In 2006, Indian newspapers were gripped with excitement when rumours started to circulate about a relationship between Aishwarya and Abhishek Bachchan, a heartthrob of Indian cinema, and son of the man regarded as the king of Bollywood, Amitabh Bachchan. The pair preferred to conduct their relationship out of the sight of the Indian media, but within hours of their engagement being announced, their wedding was being touted as one that would be as dreamy as the Bollywood love scenes that had helped make them famous. The pairing of Abhishek with Aishwarya was bound to make a big splash in movie-mad India. Together, the pair became the darlings of Indian cinema, and their private wedding in 2007 was turned into a national extravaganza by local news media. Since then, Aishwarya has lent her profile to a wide range of good causes and campaigns. In 2008, Aishwarya, Abhishek and Amitabh took time out to visit a specialist charity centre in Leeds, England.
I think this is a reminder of the good work that there are people out here in our community putting out every day for our fellow people.
Together, Aishwarya and Abhishek have become the prince and princess of Bollywood. Coming up, cruising with Katie, while Nicole searches for an urban experience. Much has been written about the whirlwind romance and marriage between Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Their union has become so well known that the phrase Tomcat was coined as media shorthand to describe the pair. This extraordinary level of media scrutiny hasn't been helped by some of Tom's more outlandish stunts and claims, and the many scandalous rumours floating around the world's media about him. Yet many people in the media speculate that Tom Cruise has deliberately courted this attention to help increase publicity for his various film projects. They met when Tom invited Katie to a private meeting at his office, and the pair bonded. They made their first public appearance as a couple at an awards ceremony in Rome in April 2005. A month later, Tom famously declared his love for Katie on Oprah Winfrey's talk show, while excitedly jumping up and down on her couch, possibly the very moment when he started to lose public favour.
She's amazing. She's amazing. Thank you.
Tom followed this up by dragging a shocked Holmes onto the show.
Something magnificent has happened to me, and something extraordinary, and it's something that I'm so happy I can't restrain myself. That's how I feel. You know, she's really an extraordinary woman, and I'm really, really happy.
After dating for a little over 2 months, the couple became engaged, and 3 months later, Tom and Katie announced they were expecting a child. Katie gave birth to their daughter Suri on April 18, 2006, and then exactly 7 months later, after an extended publicity blitz, the couple shared a fairy tale marriage in a castle in Bracciano, Italy. Ever since, Tom and Katie have been famous simply for being famous, rather than for any work that they've done. Their private lives have been subjected to constant dissection in the media, as well as continual surveillance by paparazzi, eager to get a valuable photo. In the competitive world of the media, it's known that the public always responds well to stories about the couple, as shown by increased ratings and magazine sales. And the media world is only too happy to satisfy this demand. Many gossip magazine editors claim that the couple is too mysterious and bizarre for people not to be interested. However, in an interview with Vanity Fair, Katie confessed that she was bothered by the press coverage.
I don't read much of that stuff because it's not my life, you know. I'm concentrating on my life, and I've never been happier. It's wonderful.
Yet this publicity hasn't been all bad. Katie's presence on a magazine cover can sell magazines, and this level of celebrity leverage has given her added bargaining power when negotiating film roles. But for Tom, all of the bizarre publicity has started to take a toll on his career, and in 2006, Paramount Pictures announced it was ending its 14-year relationship with him. In the Wall Street Journal, the chairman of Viacom, Paramount's parent company, said that Tom's economic value as an actor and producer had been badly damaged by his controversial public behaviour and views. Fortunately for the couple, Katie's fame is continuing to rise, and she's getting many high-profile film roles. After her marriage breakup from Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman found true love in the arms of Australian country music singer Keith Urban. Nicole is famous for her acting career, and in 2006, she was the highest paid actress in the motion picture industry. but she has also been heavily involved in humanitarian work as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. And in 2004, she was honoured as a Citizen of the World by the United Nations. Kidman's breakthrough was in the 1989 thriller Dead Calm. Her performances in films such as To Die For, Moulin Rouge and The Hours have won her critical acclaim, while she and Tom Cruise portrayed a dysfunctional married couple in Stanley Kubrick's last film, Eyes Wide Shut. Keith Urban is a New Zealand-born Grammy-winning country music singer whose considerable commercial success has been mainly in the United States. Keith met Nicole at G'day Day LA, a Hollywood event honouring Australians, in January 2005, but they didn't begin dating until 6 months later. They got into the habit of sending each other coded emails, Keith calling himself Hank and Nicole calling herself Evie. Hank and Evie is now on the tag at the back of the shirts Urban sells at his concerts. Although Nicole was spotted wearing an engagement ring in November 2005, Keith and Nicole did not announce their engagement until May 2006. They were married on Sunday, 25th of June 2006 at the Cardinal Soretti Memorial Chapel in the grounds of St Patrick's Estate, Manly in Sydney. But their marriage didn't prove to be all plain sailing, with Keith succumbing to substance abuse issues 6 months later and checking himself into the famous Betty Ford Clinic in California. Keith was to spend 3 months at the clinic, and Nicole firmly stood by him during this time. After speculation by the press, Nicole confirmed that she was 3 months pregnant in January 2008. The couple had their first child, Sunday Rose Kidman Urban, on the 7th of July 2008 in Nashville, Tennessee. Kidman's father said his granddaughter's middle name is in honour of Urban's late grandmother, Rose. Jennifer Lopez, popularly known as J-Lo, has had a stunning career as a singer and actor, starting in 1999 with the release of the first of her 7 albums, before branching out into acting in films such as Selena, Out of Sight and Angel Eyes. She has won many awards and accolades in recognition of her success in the music business. She parlayed her media fame into a fashion line and various perfumes with her celebrity endorsement. Along the way, she's also enjoyed several high-profile relationships with a who's who of the recording business, including Sean P. Diddy Combs, Ben Affleck and Chris Judd, before she got serious with Marc Anthony in 2004. Marc Anthony has carved out a career as a popular singer and songwriter in the Latin American music scene. Jennifer and Marc first met in the mid-90s, and they continued to work on several collaborations before their professional relationship blossomed into a stronger personal relationship.
It was great working with Marc. You know, we're lucky in the sense that we met working. You know, the first time I met him, we were working together, so that has never been something that has been awkward for us, and we have a good chemistry working, and so this was a real pleasure to be able to do with him.
4 days after his second divorce was finalised, Marc married Jennifer in an intimate ceremony in front of around 40 friends and family. The attendees were not told they would be attending a wedding, a ruse that left the couple to take their vows without massive media intrusion. And despite living and working together, Jennifer and Marc have been able to forge a strong relationship based on mutual respect.
We have a great relationship. I think it's because we really respect each other, you know, not just personally as, you know, people, but also professionally.
However, during the promotion for their film El Cantante, the Latina power couple were left with no choice but to talk about the relationship with the world's media. Marc and Jennifer appeared opposite each other in the movie, playing salsa singer Hector Lavoe and his partner Pucci Martinez respectively.
I got every warning in the book about, oh my God, working with your spouse. I'm like, oof, it could be tough. Every actor friend of mine called me and said, you know, just keep this in mind. And it was just simply the most fun we ever had.
It was around this time that rumours began to surface that the pair were trying for a child. a fact that they refused to dispute when questioned in May 2007. However, on the last night of the couple's En Concerto tour, Jennifer confirmed that she was pregnant with her first child. But like any father, no matter how many kids you have, Mark was nervous about becoming a father again.
Very excited, you know, of course, and
we definitely
very
have these
happy.
moments where we just look at each other and literally for like 30 seconds it's just silent going,
Panic.
yeah, just panic. Just going,
Terror.
You know what I'm saying? Just that little flutter kind of like,
But it's great.
you know, like it's real.
Coming up, a relationship with a bit of sting in it, and a hip-hop couple who are crazy in love. Once frontman for the popular 80s band The Police, Sting left the band in 1984 and quickly established himself as a successful solo artist. Over the years, Sting has sold over 100 million records, both on his own and with The Police, and received over 16 Grammy Awards. Sting was already married with 2 children when he met future wife Trudy Styler, with whom he had another 4 children. Trudy Styler had a long career as an actor before switching to producing films, setting up her own film company, Singu Films, in the mid-90s. The company is dedicated to backing small, unfashionable projects. Trudy became an executive producer on the English film Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels after a phone call from director Guy Ritchie's godfather asking her for help. Later, with Sting's help, Trudy introduced Guy Ritchie to Madonna, which led to their marriage, and Trudy was asked to be godmother to the couple's son, Rocco. At the Venice Film Festival, where they were promoting their first joint film project, A Guide to Recognising Your Saints, Trudy spoke about her first film collaboration with Sting.
We've really worked together on many things, you know, outside of acting. It's the Rainforest Foundation. We also work together on raising quite a large family, so we work together. Didn't seem different in any way, really.
As well as making films together, Sting and Trudy are known for their tireless political campaigning around a host of serious world issues, such as environmentalism, human rights, and ending world poverty. Together they've been involved in several collaborations with Bob Geldof and Bono in campaigning on third world debt relief. Also in 1988, Sting and Trudy joined with a Belgian filmmaker, Jean-Pierre Joutelot, to form the Rainforest Foundation to help save the rainforests of Brazil. Sting has been so vocal in his fight to help save the rainforests that in 1994, a species of Colombian tree frog, Dendropsophis stingi, was named after him. In June 2000, Sting and Trudy were awarded the Peace Abbey Courage of Conscience Award in recognition of their combined work to raise awareness around a variety of human rights and environmental issues. Beyoncé Knowles first became a star as part of the all-girl group Destiny's Child and has gone on to forge a successful solo career, with several film roles along the way. While Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, is one of the most financially successful hip-hop artists and entrepreneurs in America. He's the former CEO of Def Jam Records and Rockefeller Records, and he also has a number of other business interests alongside his musical career. Rumours about their romance first began when Beyoncé appeared on Jay-Z's song Bonnie and Clyde. The pair also collaborated on Beyoncé's solo hit Crazy in Love in 2003. Although Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been dating since 2002, they have preferred to keep their romance out of the spotlight. But the news of their secret wedding in April 2008 got out when a host of celebrities gathered at Jay-Z's Manhattan apartment for a lavish party. The story sparked a mad scramble by TV news crews desperate to cover the secret wedding. After their marriage, Jay-Z signed a highly lucrative deal to join the Live Nation recording label, already home to Madonna and U2. Meanwhile, Beyoncé has continued to work on her film career. She recently appeared in The Pink Panther with Steve Martin and the musical Dreamgirls with Jamie Foxx and Eddie Murphy. Tom Hanks has been nominated 5 times for an Academy Award and has won 2 Best Actor Oscars for the films Philadelphia and Forrest Gump. This made Tom the first man since Spencer Tracy to receive back-to-back Academy Awards for Best Actor. But Hanks has never had any illusions about the reasons for his success.
Well, I can tell you, some of the best jobs I had, well, particularly early on, were jobs that no one else would take. And so just being hanging around and ready to go off and do the gig, that's a substantial amount of it.
Tom began acting in television before gaining attention for his film roles in the 1980s. Most of Hanks' early success came from roles in romantic comedies. However, in the 1993 film Philadelphia, Hanks moved audiences with his Academy Award-winning portrayal of a gay lawyer dying of AIDS. Tom married his wife, actor and film producer Rita Wilson, in 1988, and they have 2 children. Rita's acting career began with a guest appearance on The Brady Bunch and was followed by appearances on several TV shows during the 1970s and 80s. Rita coached Tom to speak basic Bulgarian phrases, which he used in the film The Terminal to portray the fictional Caucasian language, and has appeared as an extra in some of Tom's films. Over the years, Tom has proved to be a much-loved actor, both by audiences and his colleagues. And in 2002, the American Film Institute recognised Hanks' talents and honoured him for work that has stood the test of time.
I think that when you look at Tom, he could be your brother, he could be your son, he could be your boyfriend, he could be your husband. He sort of embodies the qualities of an everyman and does it without a lot of aplomb.
As a filmmaker, Hanks has had success acting, producing, writing and directing motion pictures that have moved audiences the world over. In 1998, Hanks starred in Steven Spielberg's World War II drama Saving Private Ryan.
We went to the next tier of contemporary greats, and yet Tom Hanks, when you measure his career up to this point, does measure up to all the golden greats of the past. He is an equal with all those great actors who have been honored since, I believe, 1972.
But Tom isn't the only producer in the family. Rita was the driving force behind the movie deal for the hit film My Big Fat Greek Wedding, which she produced. After she'd been to see the original play by Nia Vardalos, Rita enlisted Tom's help to produce it as a movie. The film became the highest-grossing independent film of all time and an audience favourite. Tom and Rita have gone on to produce other highly successful films, such as Connie and Carla, My Life in Ruins, and the film of the smash hit ABBA musical Mamma Mia, a terrific example of what a husband and wife can achieve together. Often, like attracts like, and when you have 2 powerful celebrities joining forces, then the world truly can be your oyster.